The couple's marriage has officially ended, and it's not coming as a surprise. As they say, once a cheater, always a cheater. Well, it appears that Kirk made the same clumsy move that ended their previous relationship. Hold on to your wigs because Jasmine Washington is the reason behind this breakup. Talk about deja vu. Kirk has been seeing Jasmine covertly once more, and as if that weren't enough, he's gotten her pregnant again. The drama broke out when Kirk was discovered, and rather than accepting responsibility for his eating habits, he began behaving as though he had been tired of Rasheeda for a long time. However, as everyone knows, this is all a front to hide his dirty little secret. After 25 years of highs and lows, Rasheeda has reportedly filed for divorce. It's been a long time coming, in my opinion, so let's go back a little and sort through this messy relationship because, trust me, she is tired of Kirk's lies. And who could blame her? The betrayal goes deep. From the beginning, it has been quite the ride. One of the longest married couples on Lovin' and Hip Hop Atlanta, Kirk and Rasheeda, have struggled with infidelity from the beginning of their marriage. Recall from season 2 when Kirk accused Rasheeda of cheating when she became pregnant. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. And from one of the most notorious moments in the history of love and hip-hop when Kirk cheated on Rasheeda in public while on vacation. The audacity of this man. Wait, it gets worse in season 3. Kirk was brave enough to take a DNA test to establish Rasheeda's baby's paternity. Can you imagine how embarrassing that must have been for her? And let's not forget the drama involving Rasheeda's mother, Shirlene. Recall how, during a heated argument, she ran over Kirk's motorcycle. That's what I mean when I say mother bear energy despite everything. For years, Rasheeda stood with Kirk, but it appears that his most recent betrayal of Jasmine Washington was the tipping point. Can you blame her? This isn't the first time Jasmine has caused friction between them. In season 6 it was disclosed that Kirk had fathered a kid with Jasmine, a stripper at the time, resulting in a brief separation. Nevertheless, Rasheeda managed to find forgiveness for him, and now the past is repeating again. Jasmine is expecting her second child with Kirk, and they have been having secret meetings again. It's like witnessing a train wreck unfold in slow motion, everyone. Kirk is now attempting to portray himself as the victim and is acting as though he has been wanting to split from Rasheeda for a long time, but we all know that's just a front. Concealment of his most recent transgression. He's a textbook cheater. Fans of the program have been closely following Rasheeda's journey, and many are voicing support for her choice to finally leave Kirk. In my opinion, it's about time. Behavior be caught, then claim you were happy all along. It appears like Rasheeda is now making the decision to put her own happiness and well-being first after putting up with Kirk's shenanigans for far too long. However, let's take a moment to discuss Kirk since his actions throughout the years have been nothing short of. When Kirk first appeared on the show, he was scandalous. He was introduced as Rasheeda's manager and supportive husband who was committed to helping her pursue her dream to the music industry. The tension in the opulent loft was palpable as Rasheeda Frost paced the living room, her mind racing from having just discovered the truth about Kirk's affair, which had broken her trust and left her reeling. The evidence was unquestionable, and she had made the decision that if Kirk wanted to play dirty, she would demonstrate to him how well she could match his moods with a resolute sparkle in her eye. Rasheeda felt she had to take action, and she organized a press conference to make sure it would be the talk of the town as cameras and reporters flocked in. The atmosphere was electric with expectation. When Rasheeda reached the platform, her manner was a combination of serenity and underlying fire. "Thank you everyone for coming," she said, starting her voice steadily but with a hint of excitement. Rasheeda arrived in a gorgeous dress that emanated both elegance and defiance. "I want to share some significant news with you. Must be clear about what I want to do next." Rasheeda said, "As many of you know, my relationship with Kirk Frost has faced some challenges recently." As the reporter's curiosity piqued, she gave the joke a moment to register before saying it, and it's accurate. The gathering burst into laughter and whispers as Rasheeda revealed that Kirk had cheated on her. But she wasn't done yet. "This is where things get interesting," she remarked with a confident smile. "Not only am I moving on, but I'm doing it with a new person who has been a great friend and companion." To me, the particular moment then Rasheeda's new beau appeared. He was tall, attractive, and emanated a calm assurance that stood in stark contrast to the commotion all around them. The reporters were full of energy again, taking photographs and asking sharp questions. When one of the reporters exclaimed, "Who's he and how did you two meet?" Rasheeda's eyes lit up with pride as she gave him her introduction. "Hello, Adrian. We've been dating for a long time, and I'm happy to have him as a supporting friend through all the highs and lows." Having him by me as I begin this new chapter unfazed by the media flurry, Adrian stood next to Rasheeda and greeted the reporters with a friendly grin and a strong handshake. He was obviously ready for the limelight and talked with a calm assurance. Our friendship blossomed organically once we crossed paths through mutual acquaintances, and I'm delighted to encourage and accompany Rasheeda on her future journey. Reporters were keen to delve into the specifics of Rasheeda's new relationship and how it all fit into her life, so questions came thick and fast. Public perception. As the press conference came to an end, Rasheeda responded with a blend of composure and mischievous defiance, obviously relishing the chance to change the course of events. The cameras kept rolling as Rasheeda regained control of her narrative. The news of her revelation would surely make headlines, but Rasheeda was prepared, having transformed Kirk's betrayal into a potent declaration of her own resiliency. Rasheeda and Adrian walked out together, their hands clasped in a sign of unity and new beginnings. And preparedness for a new beginning. As they entered the night, Rasheeda felt liberated because she had weathered the storm of Kirk's adultery with grace and strength. And now that Adrian was by her side, she was prepared to face whatever lay ahead with hope and confidence restored. After a tumultuous 25-year relationship, it appears that love and hip-hop will be together. Atlanta Star rumor has it that Rasheeda, who has long endured Kirk Frost's never-ending parade, has finally had enough and is prepared to file for divorce. His unfaithfulness is entirely about his lying and infidelity, which have plagued their marriage continuously. Many times, Kirk's shady behavior has made headlines. One of the most notorious incidents was his on-screen betrayal during the hip-hop and love getaway. This scene became legendary for its drama, and Kirk's outright deception about his paternity when Rasheeda was pregnant in season 2 was a major drama bomb that completely destroyed their relationship by season 3. To establish paternity, Kirk underwent a DNA test, a step that only Rasheeda appears ready to regain control of her life and move on from a marriage that has been nothing less than a dramatic soap opera, made matters worse and left Rasheeda reeling. Their turbulent marriage also sparked dramatic clashes with Rasheeda's mother, Charlene, who famously ran over Kirk's motorcycle in a fiery confrontation. If the reports of a divorce proved to be accurate, Rasheeda, a veteran cast member noted for balancing her job, family, and her erratic connection with Kirk after years of betrayal, Rasheeda's journey has been one for the record books, and many are supporting her decision to sever ties with Kirk Frost. It appears that Rasheeda is done being the victim of Kirk's deceit and cheating, and she is choosing to prioritize her happiness and peace of mind as she leaves the turbulent union. After over 25 years of intense ups and downs from the beginning, Kirk Frost and Rasheeda's marriage has unquestionably been one of the most scandalous and dramatic partnerships on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Presented as the obliging spouse with the weight of the rumors bearing down on her, Rasheeda paced the living room, her pulse beating. She could not believe what she had heard only the day before. The painful notion of a terrible betrayal that felt like a dagger to her heart was whispering about it. Kirk, her spouse, involved in an extramarital affair that affected her more personally than she could have ever dreamed. She inhaled deeply and found the strength to approach him. "Kirk," she started, speaking with a small tremble. "The reality, learning details about you and my mother." Kirk's expression became pale, and for a few seconds, it looked as though he was truly perplexed. "What are you talking about, Rasheeda?" "You know I wouldn't lie to me," she interrupted, her rage building. "I have proof. How could you do this to me and our relationship? Kirk was clearly unprepared for the encounter based on his stammering. It's not what you think your mom and I think, she fired back, sounding doubtful. You were supposed to be my partner and confidant, not someone who sneaks around. How could you betray me in this way when you were my own mother? Rasheeda crossed her arms and stared at him, waiting for him to clarify, but the words appeared to get stuck in his throat, and his eyes darted about the room as if looking for a way out despite all of this drama. The atmosphere in the room crackled heavy with the weight of broken trust. Although Rasheeda remained by Kirk's side for years, it appears that his most recent betrayal of Jasmine Washington was the tipping point. It's understandable that this isn't the first time Jasmine has caused friction between the two. It was disclosed in season 6 that Kirk and Jasmine became parents.